CJ and I are here with you today, and it is our wrestling show of the week. And we're going to be diving into some Forbidden Door talk for the meat of this show today. We got 9 matches as of this recording. There'll probably be another couple added if I had to guess, but we are going to dive deep about the 9 matches. We're going to put in our picks, and we're going to kind of preview this weekend's Forbidden Door that is happening at 1 p.m. Eastern. God, I love some afternoon wrestling, CJ.
Love it.
Love some afternoon wrestling. This Sunday from good old England, the C2. I think they're at the C2 Arena in England.
No, the O2. The O2.
The O2. Sorry, my bad. The O2 in England. So it should be a good venue. Should be a hot crowd. And we'll get into it. But before we get into everything, how are we doing, friend?
No complaints. Just we're recording this about 24 hours before the Go Home Dynamite, just so everybody's aware of that. Like you said, 9 matches scheduled already and announced. And hey, 1 p.m. on a weekend, and it'll be over by dinner time. It's gonna be great wrestling, as AEW every pay-per-view is.
Yeah,
never complaining about that.
Should be a great time. Should be a great time. But before we dive into the previewing of Forbidden Door, I want to talk to you about our pals over at W Energy. If you're looking for a clean, no sugars, no jitters, just clean energy drink, whether it's to get through the work day, whether you're streaming, you're doing watch-alongs, you're recording things, whether you're gaming, you just got a big gaming session, whatever it is, if you need some energy, you want to check out our pals over at W Energy. This episode of The Swarm is being brought to you by our friends over at W Energy. And all you have to do is head over to the website w.gg. You put in that code, The Hive, all one word, and you will get 10% off of your order. So if you are looking for clean energy, no sugars, no jitters, just clean energy, please go check out our friends at W Energy, the clean energy drink. Use that code, The Hive, all one word, for 10% off of your order. So go check out our pals over there. All right. Before we dive into Forbidden Door, though, I think the only thing of note from last night's Monday Night Raw, and just WWE in general, as next week will probably be more WWE-centric on here, as we'll be running into the Clash in Paris. So I'm sure next week will be a Clash in Paris preview show here on our wrestling show on The Swarm. I think really the only talking point is Naomi. Was supposed to have a world championship match on Raw last week against Io Sky. She was pulled from the match a few hours before Raw. They said that she was not medically cleared to compete. And then rumors started swirling around on the social medias. Some people were saying, oh, God, I hope she's not injured. There were people floating out that maybe, her and Jimmy Uso, maybe that, she has been very open about how she wanted to be a mom and things like that. People were throwing that out there. But WWE was being very hush on the situation. And then we found out over the weekend that Naomi was going to be on Raw last night, and she was going to address the WWE universe about the women's championship situation. Adam Pearce was in the ring. He welcomed out Naomi. Naomi got in the ring, and you could tell she was emotional right away. The crowd was, even though she's the heel, the crowd was giving, they were giving her love and all that stuff, because we kind of had the feeling that one way or the other, it felt like this was her going to be giving up the title here. And she said, I just need you to watch this. And she cued to the Titantron, and it was from a podcast that we had found out would be airing directly after Raw. And it was Jimmy Uso and Naomi on Stephanie McMahon's podcast. And at that moment, I knew definitely it was going to be a pregnancy thing. And the clip was Jimmy Uso announcing to the world that him and Naomi, but they are pregnant. Could not be happier for them. They seem to both be happy.
Just to be clear, Naomi is the one that is pregnant.
Yeah, Naomi is pregnant, but as a couple, they are pregnant. That's But yes, Naomi is with child. and you could tell she was very emotional about it, and the crowd was very happy for her. I think we're all that's awesome. It's great news. Jimmy Uso was hilarious in that clip. He seemed to be very happy. And as was Naomi. And then this promo turned into one of the best things I've seen on WWE television in like months, where she's emotional, she's doing her thing, and then Adam Pearce is kind of like, all right, like I'll take, we're so happy for you, everyone's happy for you. And he's like, all right. And she just goes, you could see it in her face. She was turning into the character again. Like, oh, all right. And then she was just like, I ain't giving you shit. I ain't giving you shit.
She literally said that, by the way.
Yes, literally said it. I ain't giving you shit. She said the rest of these women, y'all should be lucky. She got Big Jim over, by the way. She was like, y'all should be thanking anybody. And the crowd started chanting, Jimmy, and she was like, yeah, and she was like dancing and shit. And she was like, yep, yep. And then, she's cracking jokes. She's like, looks like the bloodline's gonna continue, baby. And she's laughing. Oh, this was tremendous. And then she kind of leaned in and she said, you know what? I'm going to lay my belt on the ground here. And she goes, and you heifers, which is maybe my favorite thing she says. She goes, you heifers have 9 months and change to figure out what you're going to do when I'm gone. But no matter who the champion is, when I come back, I'm taking back what's still mine. And she laid the title down. She kind of let everyone know that she's coming back, and she's coming back to take the title. And it was I felt like that was as good a feel-good segment that I have enjoyed watching WWE in a little bit, CJ. I thought it was just tremendous. And you could tell Naomi was having a lot of fun doing that. It was the best thing on Raw for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah, it definitely was. My favorite thing was when she said, Adam Pearce, I'm not giving you shit. And then she's like, get the hell out of my ring or out of my face. And she's like, my hormones are all fucked up. And then he's like, I'm just gonna go. He literally said that. He's like, I'm just gonna go.
I'm just gonna let you
don't
do
fuck
your
with a pregnant woman. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But no, I think he has kids of his own too, so he probably knows. He's like, all right, let me get the fuck out of here. But no, of course, good for her, good for Jim or Big Jim. He's Big Jim now. You can't call him Jim Uso anymore.
He's Big Jim.
Yeah, she's like, he just had a Netflix and chill or whatever the fuck she said.
Yeah, that's what he said. He likes to Netflix and chill in the crowd. Yeah. Like, she was leaning into it, and the crowd was fucking eating it up, and it was just good stuff.
Earlier today, they released the side-by-side of her talking and then Jimmy Uso's reaction in Gorilla.
Oh, I did not see that. I'll watch that after we're done recording. It's probably amazing.
Everybody's dying laughing when she said that line. But yeah, of course, good for her, good for Jim. The only thing is, like, the timing's a little unfortunate with how hot she's been.
Yeah, I mean,
but I mean, it's kind of like unfortunate. If that's what you want to have a kid, it's the
And I said that on the watch along here on the Hive with Josh last night. I was like, the timing. I didn't want to use the. I feel like it's just
it's not bad. Right?
It's not. It's not unfortunate because they seem to be happy. They
wanted it.
This.
It's not like a surprise.
Yeah, so it's not unfortunate. But the timing is, because, and she even said it in the promo. She was like, I was about to go on a run and hold this thing all damn year. And it was like, it felt that way. It felt like this was going to be like the legitimate Naomi run that we've been waiting for.
She also said that she already relinquished the title once, which she did. So,
which was pretty good too, because she leaned into the Sasha and her. Yeah, which I thought was a nice touch. I just thought the segment from top to bottom was just perfectly done.
She went in and out of character, which is really fun.
Yeah, and you can tell that Triple H was probably like, hey, go say whatever you want. Like, say whatever you want. We trust you. Just go have fun. Say whatever you want. You're not going to be around for obviously, a little bit here. So just go have fun. Say what you want.
You can tell Triple H had that. He had. I mean, I don't know this for a fact, but you would assume he has that little bit of like. He loves when someone sticks at Adam Pearce. He probably really likes that. So he probably loved that line, and I'm sure Adam Pearce didn't even know it was coming. She's like, "Get the hell out of my ring!" And he's like, "I'm just gonna go."
Yeah. So that was really good. I feel like that was another thing we're not going to talk about it, but Mr. Iguana was on Raw. Anyway, Mr. Are you all right?
Yeah.
CJ, are you there? All right.
Oh yeah. Hello.
All right. Yeah, no. You just like your eyes got wide and you just looked at me and you weren't saying anything. I was like, is everything okay?
I froze. You froze on my screen.
Oh, my bad. Hopefully I didn't freeze. We're doing this recording in a new a new setup and
Yes.
stuff. So far so good, but hopefully everything comes. But yeah, no. But I thought the Naomi thing was excellent last night, so I at least wanted to talk about that since I know the rest of this show is going to be AEW centric. So yeah, but congrats to Big Jim, congrats to Naomi. That's awesome news. Happy for them. Yeah, and hopefully everything goes well. Everything is happy and healthy the whole way, and we can see Naomi back whenever she is able and capable and wants to come back. So
We saw
yeah.
they had a funny moment on Twitter. You saw with her and Becky. Becky's like, it's
Oh
so
well, yeah,
unprofessional to
Becky's
leave
tweet. Yeah,
to drop your title because you had a kid.
unbelievable. Like Becky
And
Lynch
then we
just
saw how
continues to
insane
be.
Becky came back at. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure Naomi will
It's
probably
just
do the same.
Becky continues to be on a different level of things. Just the
I
way she
appreciate.
trolls and
She's very MJF now, as in like she's just fully in character 24/7.
yeah, it's
And I love
it's
her.
it's really wonderful. The fact that she said that, I was just like, Becky,
Yeah.
come on, it's so good. All right, let's turn our attention this Sunday afternoon, 1
Speaking
p.m.
of
Eastern.
MJF,
Yes. Oh, trust me. Oh, trust
there
me.
you go.
1 p.m. Eastern time, Forbidden Door happening
This
from
is wonderful.
London, England. 9 matches booked as we speak right now, and we're just going to go right into it. I didn't even know one of these matches was happening. Was that a tape thing that I haven't seen yet? Maybe I just missed it. But anyway, all right, we have 9 matches.
Well, we have one of them, 2 of them we don't know every participant in.
We don't. Yes, I was going to say. Well, one of them I have is a tag team, an AEW World Tag Team Championship Eliminator tournament.
Well, we have the Hurt Syndicate obviously defending against the winner of that, and
Yes.
that
So
tournament is
tomorrow night it'll be FTR going up
against
against
the Bang
Brodito.
Brodito.
So it will be the winner of that, which we assume will be FTR.
Yes, I
Even though that's
FTR,
heel versus heel, so maybe not. Maybe
but
Edge.
I think
maybe Adam Copeland screws him.
I think they want to get the titles on FTR, so you get Christian and Adam Copeland versus
For
them
All
the
Out,
titles,
right? In
for All Out
Toronto,
in
that's what you
Canada.
want. Heel versus heel though, Hurt Syndicate and FTR. That'll be.
You just get the titles on FTR. Who cares how it
Yeah,
happens again?
yeah. So I would think that FTR will get the victory tomorrow night over Brodito.
Although I do love Brody King and Bandito together.
Oh my god, yeah, fantastic.
Brody King's unbelievable.
Yeah,
King.
I can't talk enough good about Brody King.
It also helps like he's like a great person as well.
Yeah, abolish ice, bro. So yeah, so it should be the Hurt Syndicate versus FTR for the tag team championships, and if that is the case, I would expect that FTR will be leaving Forbidden Door as the tag team champions, because I do believe, like you just said, they are setting up for Adam Copeland and Christian to be going against FTR at All Out in Toronto for those tag titles. It just feels like that is definitely a thing that's going to happen. So
putting that down for your official pick, FTR wins the tournament and the match?
Yes, that would be my pick.
That would be my pick.
I assume you'll be aligned with me on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
And then the other match where we don't technically know all...
I don't think it matters, to be honest with you.
It doesn't. It is a 4-way match for the AEW TBS Championship. It is Mercedes Moné, who is the champion. It is Alex Windsor, who is representing AEW. I am not going to say this name right, because I look at it and it looks like Persephone, but I know that is not how you say it. Is that how you say it? Do you even know?
Nope, I've never heard of this young lady.
Okay. They are from CMLL. Persephone? Could it be Persephone? Is that the name?
It could be. It absolutely could be.
Could it be Persephone, maybe?
Could be.
She is representing CMLL, and the only one we don't know as of yet is who will be representing Stardom. There's going to be a competitor from Stardom in this match, but I think I agree with you, CJ. I don't think it's going to matter, but I don't think it's going to matter for a different reason, because I have Alex Windsor winning this match. I think really? Mercedes' collapse is continuing.
You think it continues?
I think the collapse of Mercedes continues.
I don't.
And I have Alex Windsor pulling the big upset.
Okay.
And taking the TBS title from Mercedes here. I feel like this is the shocker of the night.
Okay. Who could there be a surprise from Stardom? Like
who's the one that showed up?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Who's the one that showed up in that gauntlet match that everyone was excited about?
That's what the hell's her name? That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So maybe she does something to.
Yeah, the thing is, and the thing that is kind of, because if you notice on this Forbidden Door card, as we kind of talk through it, there's not a lot of forbiddenness on this Forbidden Door as
No, there's
compared to
not.
the previous years.
No,
And I think part of that was the G1 literally just finished.
it literally
Um,
yesterday. Yeah.
literally finished like days
Shout out
ago.
to Takeshita.
Takeshita won that one. He beat Evil in the
By the
championship
way,
in the
real quick,
finals.
apparently Tony Khan fucking hates Evil. By the way,
A lot of people hate Evil.
did you see that report that he
Oh
just
no,
fucking hates him? Oh yeah,
just like
PW
like
Insider
as a
and
character,
Sean
or
like,
is that like a
and no,
person?
no, like he is not a fan of anything he does, work wise or like personally. Does not like him,
Well, he's married to
which is
Io
why he's
Shirai,
never,
so he's
which is
married to
why he
Io
never
Shirai.
gets on these Forbidden Door shows. Apparently,
That's fair. You know, Evil is married to Io Shirai.
yes, God bless. By the way,
I
my
mean,
favorite
that's
wrestler.
the
If you watch
greatest
the show,
achievement. That's going to be the greatest achievement he ever has. To be honest with you,
I don't think there's a better. Is there a better one?
he has been IWGP Heavyweight
Oh,
Champion.
that
but
doesn't even compare to that shit.
That
Please.
pales in comparison.
Please.
To the championship gift that he got as
Absolutely.
Io as his bride.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so all right, so I assume you're going Mercedes here, no doubt in your brain. No
yeah,
doubt
but I
Mercedes.
like your logic, to be honest with you.
I just think the collapse is continuing.
I feel like there's
do.
never big surprises, results wise, on these shows, so that would be a good one.
Yeah, I feel like that'll be the shocker of the night. I'm probably going to be completely wrong, but I feel like if you're going to have a shocker of the night, that's it right there.
And it usually comes in like a 4-way because you don't have to pin the champion.
Yeah, Mercedes can lose without having to do anything. You know what I mean?
When you said real quick about there being not a lot of forbiddenness, it is funny how they list like there's a representative from everything.
Yeah.
And the AEW champion is not listed as the AEW participant.
No, she's not the representative.
Which is exactly your point. And then we have another match with Nigel McGuinness is allegedly representing AEW too, but like not really.
Yeah. No.
It's funny.
Yeah. But that is let's go there next because this is for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So the New Japan Heavyweight Championship will be on the line here at Forbidden Door, which is always cool. And it's always cool when you get to see Zack Sabre Jr. wrestle because that dude is one of the best on the planet. And he is going against Nigel McGuinness, who won a match on Collision to qualify to be the person to face Zack Sabre Jr.
Qualify to be the person to lose to Zack Sabre Jr.
Most likely. The one that I'm seeing says that he'll have Daniel Garcia in his corner.
Yeah, I see that as well.
Potentially, I could see Garcia turning.
I feel like Garcia needs a change of pace. Unbelievable, by the way.
I would have loved it to be Garcia versus Zack Sabre Jr.
I think we got a Garcia beating up like his OG or whatever you want to call him. Like he's pissed that he's not in that spot type of thing.
Yeah, I think that is something that could definitely happen here. I think there can be some chicanery for sure. But I am in agreement with you. I think that this is no question Zack Sabre Jr. is going to retain this title and head back to New Japan as their heavyweight champion still.
He's a minus 2,700 favorite.
Is that the biggest favorite of the evening?
Oh yeah. No one else is above 1,000. Yeah.
I feel like that is probably the way to go here.
Oh, I lied. One person's above 1,000.
All right, we'll get there. All right, well, we spoke about who might be the tag team champions after this show, but Adam Copeland and Christian are teaming up for the first time in a very, very long time at Forbidden Door next week, and they are challenging Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. We've seen, obviously, they have kicked Christian out of the patriarchy. They are no longer the patriarchy, and we kind of in this reunion of sorts with Adam Copeland and Christian, they both have separate enemies, and it feels like this is the first. They're taking care of Christian's enemies this time, and then if everything happens the way that we just said we thought it will happen, then at All Out in their hometown in Toronto, they will be teaming up to take out Edge's arch nemesis, which is FTR for the tag titles. And I would even think that Edge and Christian will win those tag titles in their home country, hometown.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry. Look at when it's Edge and Christian, it's Edge and
that?
Christian, man. Copeland and Christian. Sorry. I'm not sorry.
Do you know the last time they tagged?
Oh my god, dude. It has to be. Is it over 10 years ago?
Yep.
Has to be. 15 years, 20 years? So what?
14
2001? No, 2011.
years,
2011.
Episode of SmackDown in 2011.
Wow. Damn, dude. This one, I mean, it's Copeland and Christian are not
There's
losing
not
this
much
fucking
else to
match.
say.
Come on now. What are we doing? What are
The
we
real
doing here?
question will be the Forbidden Door. I mean, the All Out match. Who will win that one?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I feel like that's almost like we can probably put that match on the All Out card now. Probably.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
Yep. Not much else to
Um,
say there about this one.
no, no. All right, now we got some meat to talk about here. All right, so we
That
have
is the third biggest favorite, by the way. Them Edge and Christian.
I'm surprised. I get Zack Sabre Jr. being the biggest favorite, but Edge and Copeland and Christian feel like that's a no-brainer.
There's one that's so minus 2,700 for Zack Sabre Jr. The second person, which we'll talk about, is minus 2,000, and then Edge and or Adam Copeland and Christian are minus 1,000.
Well, that minus 2,000, I believe, is one Kyle Fletcher.
Incorrect.
If I had to pick, because he will be defending the AEW TNT Championship against Hiromu Takahashi. We saw Takahashi show up on Dynamite last night as a mystery partner in an 8-man tag, and it was later found out that he would also be challenging Fletcher. This should be a very good match. Fletcher was asking for the best pound-for-pound guy in New Japan. I don't know if Takahashi is that anymore, but he is still very, very good, and he's a very entertaining pro wrestler. This should be a fun time. Kyle Fletcher continues to be a bright light and a future. I mean, he is the level of a main eventer right now, but a future main eventer for years to come for AEW. I think this has a chance to be one of the sleeper matches of this show. But again, he is the second biggest favorite on the show for a reason, because I don't see a scenario at all where Kyle Fletcher will be losing this TNT title, CJ.
No. Real quick though, Takahashi is the same age as Hangman Page, which I did not have written down.
What are they? Early 30s, mid early
both 35.
35, mid 30. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, Page is not. He's about to be 35. He's not quite.
How dare you age him like that?
I'm a piece of shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, a lot of these Forbidden Door shows, there's not much like to talk about behind it for the most part, like story wise. It's just like cool matches and like people you never thought would wrestle in a major American company. But I mean, funnily enough, this card's not even in America, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
God, by the way, I'm fine with no American pay-per-views ever with the time. I 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon, please, every time. But yeah, no, it's Fletcher. He's not losing that title anytime soon. And if he does, it's to go to the world title picture.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Now, I know you just said usually these shows there's not a ton of story, but the matches that we have coming up, the last 3 that we're going to discuss here, they do have story behind them, and they are really AEW versus AEW for the most part based here.
Well, 3. We have 4 more, no?
Wait, do we have 4 more? Did I miss one? Oh yeah, we do. 4 more. My bad. But it's the same as for all 4.
Yeah, right. It's the 4 story matches, really.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So we have. You know, I'm just going to do this now. Lights out steel cage match. So last week's Dynamite, it was Jon Moxley versus Kevin Knight. Good little match that they had there. And then some nonsense happened after the match. You know, the Death Riders got involved and all that fun stuff. And we saw Darby Allin show up, who's been kind of torturing Moxley here this last little bit. And then we saw Will Ospreay show up out of nowhere. And Will Ospreay said, "Hey, Mox, I know you're ducking Darby's challenge for Forbidden Door. Well, I got a better idea. How about you get some friends and I'll get some friends and we'll have ourselves a lights out steel cage match." And then by the end of the episode of Dynamite, we found out that this is going to be a 5-on-5, 10-man steel cage match. I don't know how the hell these 10 men are going to fit inside a steel cage. That does not seem like a big, roomy environment. I don't know if they'll be fighting across the arena, and I don't know what the hell's going to be going on here. But this lineup right here, you have Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli representing the Death Riders. They are teaming up with the Young Bucks and Gabe Kidd to go against Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, who Will Ospreay announced on Dynamite last week that Hiroshi Tanahashi would be one of the team members on this. And then we found out that the Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, are on Team Ospreay here. And this match is an insane 10 dudes. That is an insane group of guys in this match.
I've said before that Tanahashi I get kind of queasy watching. The guy can barely move at this point. He's been through so much, his knees and stuff like that, his back. But if he's gonna fight, this is the kind of match. He doesn't have to do much, and the stuff he does, he can kind of there's 100 other people in the match. And also my bold take of the night is this might be finally where we lose Darby Allin.
Forever.
This might be the one that takes him out permanently.
You think he's gonna do something nutty? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think he might not be with us after Sunday. Unfortunately.
It's possible.
Yeah. And because of the lights out gig, that means it's going to be the main event, right? Because it goes after the show. Isn't that the whole lights out thing? The lights go off and then they come back up because the show is over. So
yeah, it makes me think it might be. I don't think
AEW's not liable for any injuries. They did that.
I don't. I mean, I don't think
Moxley and Page.
Yeah, and it was the Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa match that got famous, and Moxley and Hangman. They've done it a few times. That usually is the thing. I don't feel like this match should main event at all.
That was my only point of it being lights out, because I'm 99% sure in at least the Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, and the Moxley Page thing, Justin Roberts had this whole spiel where lights out in the ring, like, if anything happens, it's not on the show is over technically, so we're gonna have the lights go out and come back on, which signifies this match is not an AEW sanctioned match or whatever. Do you remember that? Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, no, that is something that they do.
So they're not gonna do that like as the fifth match and then the show restarts. Like, to them, that doesn't make any sense to me, because they always say the show is over, so that way it's not AEW related. But I don't fucking know. I don't know. The match is gonna be ridiculous, but I mean, like,
it's gonna be insane.
Okada, Strickland, Storm, and Athena, and Paige and MJF, in my opinion, are all like bigger story, more deserving of a main event match. This is just pure fucking chaos. It's like the ladder match at SummerSlam. It's gonna be the most insane, chaotic fucking thing on the card.
How are they gonna do this with 10 dudes inside a steel cage? They're gonna be fighting all over the arena, right? They have to.
They might do a spot where someone gets speared through the cage wall and then they all break fucking loose or something like that.
Because they're not doing this is not blood and guts. They're not doing the double ring. This is just a single ring steel cage match. 10 guys in there is a lot.
In my opinion, tag team matches are like too stuffed in a steel cage when it happens. Never mind 10 of them. 4 people seems a little crowded for steel cage matches.
Exactly. So, like, I don't know how they're actually going to properly do this, but
like, in my opinion, it's not going to last long in the cage, if I had to guess.
Well, that's my thing. Like, maybe like leaving the cage isn't a victory, it just
maybe lights out. They're doing that for
there's no rules
only. Yeah, so someone has to get incapacitated or whatever. You
got to knock dudes out or some shit like that.
Chokes someone out, chokes Darby out, and that's how it ends or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very interested to see how they're actually going to do this match with this many dudes in a single cage match. But like you said, this match is going to be
fucking amazing.
Insane. There's going to be so much shit going on in this match. It should be absolutely wild.
Yep.
I'm going to pick... I mean, it's Will Ospreay in England, right?
Sizable favorite in this match.
Will Ospreay?
Minus 500 is that team.
They're the underdogs.
No, minus means the favorite.
Oh, they're the favorites. Yeah. I mean, it's Will Ospreay in his hometown. Like, it makes me feel like he probably shouldn't be wrestling at this show from what we know about his health situation. But it feels like, and what the reports have said is he's going to wrestle here and then he's taking some actual time off.
He could be dying. He was not going to miss this show.
It feels like he was like, no, this is in England. Like, this is the makeup for not doing All In here this year. Like, I'm fucking wrestling on this show. Right. And I think him being in a 10-man match like this helps him because he doesn't have to be the focal point. Well, Tanahashi has no knees to begin with.
But my point is, though, they can hide it kind of in this type of match.
100%. 100%.
And Ibushi's not exactly, and Omega, that whole team's not exactly the cleanest bill of health of all time, now that I think about it. Darby, that's what I mean. Darby might have to die for it to something happen on that team. Ibushi was out forever with a neck thing. Omega just came back not that long ago, and then Tanahashi doesn't walk. He walks worse than me and you do, and then Ospreay needs
True.
surgery. So Darby Allin's like the only pseudo like fully healthy person on that team.
Is there a chance we could see Eddie Kingston return in this match?
I would say so. Yeah, I think there's a point where Moxley's like choking out a Darby or something with like barbed wire, and he's about to like pass out, and then Eddie Kingston comes out. Yeah, because he's very quiet. Like we haven't heard him in like 2 years with his injury.
Yeah,
and now we're starting to see him in interviews and stuff.
I was gonna say you're starting to see
nowhere.
clips of him in the gym.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely like I don't know if he's clear.
up.
I don't know his status, but it feels like he's more closer to the end of to coming back than he, you know. And I know a lot of people were calling for it potentially even at All In, like ooh, like in this Avengers type scenario, like Kingston would be dope.
Piggybacking off what we said, they might kind of rule-ish Ospreay and Tanahashi out of the match early, and that's how they even the odds.
Potentially.
So that way they don't have to. They have Ospreay just have a crazy spot, so that takes him out, or Tanahashi have a crazy spot, so that takes him out.
Yeah.
And then they're just getting their ass beat 5-on-3 the whole match or something like that.
Could happen. I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against it. All right. We have.
So we both have just the.
Yeah, I'm going with the good guys. I'm going with the good guys. Yeah, Ospreay, the Golden Love. Yeah, that's my pick. All right, we have a singles match for the AEW Unified Championship, and I am very excited for this match. The second they teased it, the Dynamite after All In, this match wasn't even on my radar, CJ. And the second Swerve's music came out during that Okada segment, I was like, or was it the reverse? Was it the reverse? It might have been the reverse. But the second that happened, I was like, I need this match now. I need this match.
You had no idea, and then you went from never thinking about it to immediately you would be pissed if it didn't happen.
Yes. Yeah. It is Kazuchika Okada defending the Unified Championship against Swerve Strickland. This will be the first defense of this title in its entirety. But it does feel like that this is going to be as close to a secondary world championship that AEW will have. That's what this feels like.
And they're making it seem like it, yeah.
Yes. This match, I mean, this match should be incredible. Just utterly incredible. And I'm going to be honest with you. For me, this is the hardest match to call on the show.
It's not for me, but real quick, before you pick, I just want to say, call me crazy. I think this might be better than Okada Omega from All In.
From All In, I would be. Yeah, I don't think that was the
prime Okada Omega. Don't get me crazy.
Yeah, no, of course.
But
I don't think that's the last Okada Omega we're seeing either. By the way,
no, but I think it's better than that. I think this one will be better. At this point, I just think Swerve. Okada and Omega are like, they were a 12 out of 10 wrestlers in their prime. Now they're like a normal human being, like an 8.5 or so. I think Swerve is on that level now of how Okada and Omega came down a little bit. Yeah, Swerve can absolutely put on a match like that.
Oh my God, yeah. This match should be incredible. I would not hate it if this match opened the show. Potential match of the night. I would love to see Swerve get the victory here, but I don't think it happens. I think Okada retains, and that is my pick. I think Okada will retain in his first title defense of the Unified Championship. That's where I'm leaning. I would love to see Swerve win, though. I would love to see Swerve win.
I never want to see Swerve lose a match. I will never pick against him like in my head while I'm watching for it. I'll never cheer against him. I'll always want him to win. Yeah. Literally against anybody in the company, or if he went back to WWE, I would feel the same way. I don't give a fuck what company he wrestles in. But like Okada's not. It's gonna be a bigger deal, I would say, when he loses. And not that Swerve should be the fucking world champion, so not like he's not a big deal. But they're kind of not making the match seem like it's the main event type of echelon. I think it'll be like to an Omega and another rematch, or like someone they want to build, like how Kyle Fletcher when he won the TNT title. Like it'll be someone, whoever the next Kyle Fletcher is, will be the one to beat Okada, I believe. Mm-hmm. And Swerve's already established. He doesn't need that title. He doesn't get hurt from losing to Okada on a pay-per-view.
I agree. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this one. This one should be.
The betting odds do not agree with us, by the way.
They're picking Swerve.
No. They don't agree that it's a hard match to pick.
Oh, is Okada
minus 900
clear favorite? Wow. All right. Yeah, I mean, I can see that though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just my affinity for Swerve.
Yes, it's in my head. Swerve always has a chance because how much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's probably just my
Yeah.
affinity
Yep.
of how
That's
I feel about
exactly how I
Swerve
feel. Yep.
that makes me feel that way. But yeah, I think it's gonna be the best match on the show.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, I think they're gonna
I
ball
think
out,
the
dude.
next
It's
one we
gonna
talk
be.
about might be.
I think the one we talk about after that could be as well. I think MJF and Hangman
Yeah.
are gonna have a thing to prove.
By the way, MJF is fucking massive.
Yeah, you see
Did
that
you
picture
see
he
that
put
picture?
on? Yes.
Holy
Oh, I
shit!
fucking did. I fucking
Good
did.
lord.
All right. Singles match for the A. You know what's funny enough is both contenders that won the Casino Gauntlet are cashing in their shit on this show.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
And the first one we'll talk about is a singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Athena is her Casino Gauntlet contracted match. We've seen her and Tony Storm going at it here for the last month or so. It has been very nice to see Athena regularly on AEW television. I don't know why it took so long to get here, but we are here. She is still the Ring of Honor World Champion. She's approaching 1,000 days, the forever Ring of Honor Women's World Champion.
If you ask me, I would say she had the title for at least 8,000 days if I had to guess.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
I don't remember who ever had the title before, honestly. Though.
Yeah. I don't.
Was it
I don't
Camille?
know.
Who the fuck was it?
No,
Camille was NWA. My
yeah,
bad.
no. Was it Thunder? I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. Layla Hirsch? I don't know.
Oh,
but it's timeless Tony Storm and Athena.
New career path.
Well, she got a tryout not too long ago to be a referee, but she's still accepting bookings though, so I don't know if that came to fruition. But she did get invited to a tryout for WWE to be a ref. That is the thing.
Do you want to guess who Athena took the title off of?
Oh my God! Was it Red Velvet?
There's only been 4 champions since AEW took over.
Was Red Velvet one of them? Nope. She was the TV women's TV champ, maybe. I don't know. I don't even have a guess because I honestly don't know.
There's only been 4 champions ever, obviously. Excuse me.
For the women's belt, yeah, they haven't had a women's belt forever.
So Athena, going backwards, who did she beat? She beat them on May 4th, 2022.
No idea.
Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, all right.
Do you know who Mercedes beat 4 months before that?
No.
She's still under AEW contract, this woman. Her husband is a former TNA World Champion.
Her husband?
Like, somewhat recently, too, like in the last 2 years.
What?
Yeah. Not Mercedes Martinez, I'm talking about this person.
She's still under contract for AEW?
Yep, and her husband is a former Impact or TNA whatever champion.
Maria Kanellis. I don't know. I have no idea.
Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if they fucking used her at all, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be nice if they used one of the best women's wrestlers in the world at all?
Yeah, that would be
good. That'd be a good time.
Who was the first ever Ring of Honor champion that Deonna Purrazzo took the title off of? She's a current WWE superstar, and she's about she's about like younger than
Roxanne Perez.
Roxy.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good first champion. That's a good first champion to have right there.
She won the title at 19 years old.
She was the inaugural.
Yep, at 19 years old on September 12th, 2021.
Not bad. Not bad.
God bless her.
Yeah. Oh, please. Tony Storm and Athena. It's a match.
Perfect. This is my match.
People have been ready for a long time for Athena to be in this spot here. And she's here. I think that this feud has been I think this has been good. I like Athena kind of torturing Tony a little bit.
It's crazy what happens when you give Athena a shot on the main roster.
It's crazy. It's crazy how she's just as good as anybody. And I love I've always loved it, but now seeing I don't watch Ring of Honor regularly. I don't pay for Honor Club. I just don't. But seeing her and Billy Starks regularly, I love them as a pairing. I do think Billy Starks should be the person that beats her for that title, but they should have done it a while ago. But yes, it should have already happened, but it is what it is.
That's what started their partnership, right? When Athena beat her?
The first
time. And then Billy was respect.
They fought twice. Yeah. And then the second time, I think, is when Billy actually should have beat her.
Yeah,
and then
it should have been she learned from all her wrongs, and then she finally beat the boss, the teacher.
Yes. Yeah. Who do you got? I'll let you go first on this one. Who do you got? You got Tony retaining him? This is tough
This
for
is
me.
my first under. I can't do it with Swerve because I know he's not gonna win. I think there's a much bigger path for Athena to win than Swerve,
So you think
and
Athena
because
could be double
Athena
champ?
is my Swerve of the women's division, like I'm always gonna want her to win no matter who the fuck she's fighting, whatever company she's fighting. So I think it's much more realistic she wins than Swerve. So I'm gonna go with my heart over my head here with this one, fully knowing Tony Storm probably will. It's like you with Alex Windsor. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna be the least surprised person in the world, and Mercedes Moné just wins the match, and we just move on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm expecting Tony Storm to win like in a crazy match, but I'm going with Athena to have my heart pick here.
All right. I am going to pick Tony
And
to
you
retain.
could speak to this, but I don't think you'd be mad if Athena won.
Absolutely not. I
Yeah,
fucking love
exactly.
Athena.
And I don't know who
I'm
would be.
I'm I'm just happy. I'm happy either way when it comes to this. I'm
Right.
happy either
Exactly.
way.
Yeah.
I do think Tony will retain. I think Athena. I think the world title is very soon in Athena's future.
Correct.
But I think Tony wins this first one. I think Tony. It would be something though if Athena just showed up, won that contract, cashed it in, and just wins it right away. And it's like, I'm a double champ. Fuck you. I think that would be quite incredible. However, Tony just kind of. I think Tony needs more of a. This needs to continue with her as the champ here. I think a little bit longer with
Yeah,
Tony. I like what she's doing.
and I know she's
So
not from England, but like she has that like UK about her, even though
yeah,
she's Australian or New
yeah.
Zealand. I guess she's both. She was born in
Well,
Australia, but she's really New Zealand.
yeah, and she
From New
wrestled a
Zealand.
lot in England. She wrestled a lot in England
Yeah,
before she made her
and
way over
NXT
to the
UK,
States,
obviously.
NXT UK, and all that stuff. So I'm picking Tony to retain, but I could honestly see this one going either way. I don't.
Yeah.
Is this one an e? Is this a heavy favorite in either
It's
direction
no,
here,
it's
or is it pretty
minus
close?
300 Tony plus
Yeah.
200
So
Athena. It's the
yeah.
shortest
So
odds on the card.
yeah, that's about. It's not a pick 'em, but that's for this type of show. That's like,
For
hey, it could
wrestling, that's
go.
very small odds.
Yeah, we could go either way. And then we go to. I mean, it could be the main event of the show. It is for the AEW World
Probably is.
Championship. Should be, I think, either this or the Tony Athena match. It is a singles match for the AEW World Championship. Like Athena, this is MJF's Casino Gauntlet contracted match. Great segment that these two had to open
Yes.
Dynamite last week. Tremendous back and forth.
I love how Paige kind of baited MJF into cashing in.
Because this whole time, MJF has been trying to bait Hangman. And Hangman's been saying, you're not going to goad me, man. You're not going to goad me. And even in that promo, he goes, Max, you're not going to goad me. And then by the end of the promo, Hangman goaded MJF.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, it was tremendous. I loved MJF leaning in and saying, like, two day one boys. Here we are, two day one boys, the main character and the main antagonist. And it's true. These are two built from the ground up AEW superstars of today and of the future still. And it's really quite incredible that we are here with these two. I think this is just the beginning. I know they had a match earlier this year when neither of them were champion. They had a good match earlier this year. I thought Double or Nothing? It was one of I think. But they had a match earlier this year. I think this is just the beginning of what is going to be a long. I expect these guys to be intertwined for years here.
Yeah.
And I think this is really the official start of it. I have a bold prediction for this one.
Oh.
Well, Hangman is going to win. I'm picking Hangman to retain. I think it's way too soon.
It was Revolution
for Hangman.
By the way.
Was Revolution, okay. I think it's way too soon for Hangman to be dropping this title, even though I do see a lot of people picking MJF. And it wouldn't 100% shock me if MJF found a way to win. But I think we're going to see someone return during this match. And I don't know if they're going to return to hurt MJF.
You really think they bring Baker back? No, I'm just kidding.
No. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to come back to help MJF or hurt MJF.
Oh, they're talking about the newest American Gladiator.
I am. I think we're going to see Wardlow. I think Wardlow is coming back. I would put him
out
back.
MJF if that happens.
I think he could also align with MJF again, and I think it makes sense too. I think either way it makes sense.
They went off not together, correct? Wardlow.
Yeah, but
hated
Wardlow's
the
been gone for so long,
No,
though.
no, I'm asking though. Well, the last time they interacted, Wardlow was still against MJF.
Not really, though, because
Was he not? No.
Wardlow
It's been so fucking long.
was... Yes, because Wardlow was in the Adam Cole group.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then that just kind of fizzled because of everything that happened. So that
Because I'm
really
just trying to
wasn't
think, because if I could see MJF like crying out for help, and then at Wardlow's music plays, and then MJF smiling like on the ropes, happy,
Yeah.
and then Wardlow's like, "No, bitch." Like,
I think if you're bringing Wardlow back, I
Yeah.
think it is the easiest way to bring him back is
then how does
involving
Page still win
MJF.
then? And that's
I think because if I had to pick, I think Wardlow would come back and screw MJF. But I
Okay.
easily could see Wardlow help him win too, and I
But
think
then he
that
has
makes
to
sense.
win then. Yeah.
I think they both make sense, but I
Okay.
think that Wardlow, I think MJF is going to try to pull some bullshit, Dynamite
Yeah.
Diamond Ring, or
Shocker.
he's going to try to pull some bullshit because he's MJF. And I think we're seeing Wardlow. I think we're ready. The report came out a week, 2 ago that American Gladiators is done filming. Wardlow's ready to go. He was backstage at Dynamite a couple weeks ago, and he wasn't used. I just got a feeling he's floating around. I think it's sooner than later we see him. And I'm still I think there's a chance he comes back and helps MJF. I really do. But I just think it's too early for Hangman to lose.
Okay.
It's just too early. So I'm picking Hangman. But I think that I think these boys are going to have something to prove here with this one.
I think Page wins. I think, like you said, it's not the last time we see this match, obviously. I don't know how. I mean, MJF, you can put a world title picture at any point. It's not going to seem crazy. So he goes off and gets a win against whoever after this, and then they meet back again. Maybe they come full circle, and their next title match is at Revolution.
Yeah.
And that's where MJF takes it.
Maybe.
Page is always in a huge, insane spot at Revolution. After the tag team with Omega, obviously, and then the MJF match earlier this year. I didn't even think on the Wardlow thing, but that's true. That report did. It's like the Eddie Kingston thing. We didn't hear anything about him for 2 years, and now we're just seeing him in interviews and videos, and he's posting and all this shit.
And
Wardlow, we didn't hear shit about. And then
Exactly.
he's in American Gladiators, and now we're talking about he's done filming, and now he's backstage. Like, it's ramping up again, too, with him.
Yeah. And usually, we've been doing this for a long time, whether it's just following wrestling, writing about it, doing this type of stuff. When you're nowhere to be seen forever, and then you start popping up in reports, most of the time, you show up pretty soon after.
There's a reason for that.
Yes. There's a reason why you start getting talked about again, because you are on the doorstep of coming back here. And I feel like...
And that'd be if they had
Wardlow was
Kingston, they
out
could
of sight.
bookend it. Like a Kingston come back early, and then Wardlow come back in the main event.
100%. Dude, could they start the show with lights out?
I was gonna
And
say,
then
could
turn
they say
lights
the
on
show
and be
hasn't
like, the
started
event
yet?
starts? Yeah.
Exactly.
Could they do
That's
it that
what
way?
I was gonna bring up.
Hey, lights out match. Shit ain't
That
this
can't
ain't
be the
real.
main event.
Hey, I'm sorry. I think
I would
either
main event
Tony-
Athena and Tony over that.
That's what it has to be MJF and Hangman or
It's gonna
Athena
be.
and Tony. It has to be. Either one of those two matches to me needs to be the main event of this
Right.
show.
That's exactly
Lights out stipulation or not, you know what? Do the lights out at the beginning.
That's exactly.
And then you
what I
could
was gonna bring
say
up right before we
Forbidden
wrapped up.
Door starts now once that match ends. You can turn
You
the
could
lights
still say
off
it's
and
the
on and
0
say,
hour.
welcome to Forbidden Door, or whatever. Do the opposite.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
That could be something that they do, maybe.
Yep, 100%.
But
yeah, I think we both have Page. So
yeah. All right. Did we only pick because you picked Mercedes? I went on. No, because you picked Athena. You picked Athena on the two women's matches. Were the only matches I think we went against each other.
Yep, that's correct. By the way, and just on the picks, I was 8 out of 12 at SummerSlam. You were 7 out of 12 at SummerSlam. So that is the start. So you're only down by 1. Obviously, we have plenty of time. It's only the second.
Just wait until
pay-per-view.
Friday though, when I whoop your ass in NFL predictions. Because you're going to have the Patriots going 12-4 when they're going to go like 6-11 because they stink.
I have them going 10-7. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll be lucky if we get to that for fucking seeing the way they're playing here the last week. Ridiculous. Anyway, that's for another day. But I know it's a somewhat shorter show than usual. We're on a little bit of a time crunch
WWE
today.
didn't have shit to do.
But yeah, and really there wasn't much to talk about with WWE. It was just kind of a get me through Raw.
Next week will be a Clash
Naomi
preview
stuff.
and this wrap up, so it'll probably be
exactly. So yeah, next week will be a longer form show. We're going to be talking about what happened at Forbidden Door. We're going to do a preview Clash, so you'll get back to our normal hour, a little bit over an hour or so. So a little bit short today. real quick, CJ, let the people know where they can find you. Let the people know what they can find here on the Hive real quick, and then we'll say our goodbyes and get up on out
The
of here.
boys, Tony
The
Storm,
boys, our good
accent right
boys.
there.
That was actually, I didn't
Um,
even mean to do that. That was an
that
accident.
was pretty good. CJF Writes on Twitter, of course, like always, and then the Hive_media everywhere you get social media, everywhere on YouTube, Twitch, everywhere. Josh, almost every day streaming. We had Peggy stream as we're recording this a couple hours ago. Gamescom, that was really cool. She co-streamed it, so you could
She
actually watch
crushed
the
it, by
show
the way,
on
too. It
her.
was dope.
Yes, of course. You could watch the video as she was reacting to the trailers and stuff like that. Peggy's normally on Substack with Bryn, with Michael, who's now joined the team. Josh is on there all the time. Me and JBJ might jump on there at some point. Who knows? I write too much during
I
the
was gonna
week.
say you write for a living, so I don't know if you'd want to add more
You never
writing
know.
to your. You never know though.
If I ever get pissed off enough,
I was gonna say something strikes your fancy. You never know.
Oh yeah, or pisses me off.
Yeah.
And then of course Jamie on the Buzz every day, a couple of clips, and then on Friday the full shows. Ryan's doing sports stuff every day. Seems like Stu doing sports stuff every day. Seems like the FIFA and Madden series. What else do we got?
Just previewed Forbidden Door this Sunday. Watch along right here on this channel. It will be Peggy joining me, as it's going to be like
running the Twitch.
It's going to be like 2 a.m. or some ridiculous time for Josh, and he's like, "I'm not getting up for that." So I will be running the watch along here on the Hive for Forbidden Door, and then the following week, you and I will be the Swarm will be taking over as we do our Clash in Paris watch along.
We'll be swarming the Hive
as well. We'll be swarming the Hive.
And our new fancy background too.
Exactly, we do. Nice new graphics. It all looks very nice. Shout out to Dustin for making these nifty graphics. Absolutely. But yes, so bunch of stuff daily here on the Hive at the Hive_media. As you can see, all the links right below. Give us a follow on all those platforms. You will not regret it. We're going to be adding more content, more people here in the future as well. Thank you for tuning in. I hope everyone enjoys Forbidden Door this weekend. If you are watching it, come on over to the Hive right when it goes live. We'll be here watching along, and some of our other Hive friends will be in the chat as well. So it's always a good time. So for CJ, for myself, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you a lot. And we will see you later on this week, where we'll be previewing NFL, giving our picks for division winners, playoffs, all sorts of stuff going on in the sports show on Saturday. But until then, we shall see you then. Be good. Peace out.